back to the second episode of Becoming Baten. This is officially our second video. So hanging with us right here, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about online dating. This is such a cool experience. It's such a cool topic that we're talking about because we met on Tinder. Was it 2016?
Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago. So it was an unexpected experience for me, for sure. And then it's just like out of all the online dating that existed back then, we chose Tinder. I don't know, why Tinder for you?
I checked out a couple different dating apps, and I mean, for me, I was at the time working in elementary schools, and I was, pretty busy, I would say, with church, with work, and with keeping friendships and sustaining those, and with family. And so online dating kind of seemed like a good outlet to try. And I had had previous experience on Tinder, good experiences with meeting some cool people. So kind of just thought I'd give it a try again. And that's when we met. Yeah. So yeah, we met in January of 2016? Yeah. 2016. Yeah. And I remember something that stood out about his bio was it was all about God. He was, very open in his little bio with the however many letters you get of just like looking for a woman of God. Jesus is my number one priority. And if you do not have a relationship with God, he was like, don't swipe right. And that kind of stood out to me because I'd seen other guys' bios of like, he is greater than I, and then their character definitely didn't reflect the Lord. I don't know, so your bio really stood out to me because of that.
I honestly don't remember what I put on my Tinder bio. But yeah, it was, for me, why Tinder? I don't know, back in 2016, I just came out of I think 4-year non-relationship. So I kind of like, ever since my last relationship, I kind of like, I committed to the Lord that I just want to be involved in ministry, having a relationship with the Lord for almost 5 years. I was single. Yeah. I was not ready to have a relationship with another woman. I guess in that time, I even told my mom that my parents like, I don't think I want to get married at that time. I don't think relationships for me. But she didn't believe this, but I lost a bet.
I still don't believe it. I think it's crap.
Trust me. I lost a bet with my coworker back then. And
give your coworker a shout out if this is real.
No, I'm not gonna say his name.
No.
So I lost a bet, and whoever lost, we had to install Tinder. I did not have any experience that time with online dating. I did not have any expectation what it's look like. It's just basically jumping into nowhere. Not nowhere. What do you call it? Jumping into just free jump, basically for me. So I downloaded the app and just look at what the app is all about. I knew back then that Tinder had a bad name, bad reputation. It's just like for an app for hookup. Yeah. But I just looked into it. I made my bio. I was just like, but I know back then, I know it sounds funny, but my mindset, the one I was praying to the Lord, to God, is whoever my next one is, I'm gonna be dating is my last one. So even though no expectation, but if God provides at that time for my next one, it is what it is. Yeah. So I swiped right to her, on her bio, because her bio is also all about Jesus as well. And kind of like we matched. I can't remember what date, but it was January. She did not. I say hi to her. She did not say hi back to me a week after that. So it was like, at first when she didn't reply, like, okay, whatever. This chick don't want me. Okay, whatever. But a week later, we started talking to each other. And
after 3 messages, he's like, so you want to go get dinner? I'm like, okay. Whoa.
So that goes to our next question. Like, how long did it take for us to meet each other? Yeah. So after a week of no reply from her, I was kind of like, okay, I moved on to whatever. I didn't even use the app anymore. Like, okay, whatever. Until she messaged me back. That's a week later. And then at that time I was going to San Francisco for work for the weekend. So we met. I told her like, hey, let's meet up after I come back. So we met up at our to what was that? The tea shop.
Yeah, tea shop and
tea house in Fullerton. So
yeah,
we met. That was the first night we met each other.
Yeah, and I think people kind of just ask like, how do you do online dating as a Christian? You know, where do you set boundaries? Is it morally okay? And obviously we can only speak from experience, but I think it really just goes down to your intentions on why you're dating, why you are on an app. Is it because maybe your church community or your work environment, there's not tons of options, and that's totally okay. Like, there's no shame in it, not to be embarrassed. You know, I think we were really lucky that we're just like two adults who love Jesus and who happen to meet on a dating app, and that's okay. I know on the first we met, and then like our second date, he was very upfront of just like, I want you to know my intentions. Literally the next girl I date, I'm gonna marry her. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna exit the car. Like, we've only been on 2 dates. But it showed a lot about his character and his intentions when it came to online dating and what we were doing as we got to know each other. So I think it really just boils down to those things.
Oh, fun fact, she was also my first and last non-Asian girl I dated. So
we'll talk about interracial dating on another episode.
Next episode. But also back then, that was my first time, like I mentioned, that was my first time using online dating. So at first, it was kind of like, I don't know, in my mind, all those time in my mind, it was all taboo still, like online dating, like people meeting online was kind of only for hookup. So to be honest, I never told anyone that I met her online. I told everyone that I met her at church, church function. I didn't even tell my best man until before I got married, I guess. He asked me where I met her.
I found this out on our wedding as he was doing the toast. I was like, you never told him until like a month ago?
I guess it was, I don't know, it was just the perception of online dating back then. I don't know, at least for me.
Yeah.
I guess it was just, desperate. I don't know, it was me back then. I was thinking, oh, maybe people that use online dating, they're real desperate. They can't even approach to, they can't approach people in person. But it was actually, it was a really good experience. It was an eye-opening. I would definitely recommend people to
give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. At least give it a shot for online dating. Yeah. Nothing to lose, and at least some of them you have to pay, but some of them are pretty free, so you don't really have to pay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and back to the topic of how to approach online dating as Christian. I guess what can I say is, it doesn't matter what kind of app that you use. We proved that Tinder worked for us.
Yeah. Because
our mindset was the relationship has to be about Jesus. Yeah. And what can we bring from this relationship to honor Jesus, to honor God. And I know if we honor each other, that will honor God. And if our intention not to just hook up to each other or just have a physical interaction, that's all it's all about. If we can talk, if we can build each other's relationship to the Lord, with our relationship right here, I think it doesn't matter what app that you use. Anything that can be used could be to glorify God. Sure. Yeah. So
we have plenty of friends who've met on like Coffee Meets Bagel, Christian Mingle, eHarmony, like
farmersonly.com.
No.
Oh, no. Fisherman Only, I don't know who that.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. But all that to say, if you have questions about it, definitely ask them in the comments below. We're happy to answer those. I know our story is a little bit unique. We matched in January. We dated kind of dated, got to know each other, then we're just friends, then
She didn't
dated
want me.
again.
I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Dated long distance.
From January to March,
and then
she didn't want me at first.
But our story's so unique, just like every story out there. So if you do have questions, of course, feel free to ask. We're an open book.
Also, one more thing. I guess pray.
Yeah, that's good.
Pray before.
Such a good answer.
It was just based on experience, I guess.
Yeah.
But pray before you meet someone. But ultimately, just surrender everything to the Lord. It's good to have a mindset of, oh, I want to have a serious relationship with someone, but not everybody that you meet will end up as your husband or as your wife. So basically just pray first. Pray for that's His will that triumphs over everything. So
good.
Yeah, just ask us any question. We'd love to, you can email her, you can email me. We'd love to share everything that we've had so far.
Yeah, and we're excited for the next couple videos. We're still answering questions. So tonight we covered a lot of questions we got about Tinder, online dating. But in the next couple videos, we're going to chat about interracial dating. We're going to talk about our relationship, how do you know if he's the one or if she's the one, kind of cover that stuff. But yeah, so excited that you guys tuned in this week, and we'll chat next week.
Bye.